Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to, and feel free to skip things or change things if they're not working for you today. Let's begin sitting. If you have something you want to sit up on, you can grab it, a blanket, cushion, block, and come into a comfortable cross-legged position. You can either close your eyes or take a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. Slow down your breath. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you. Let's start with eagle arms. We can take one elbow on top of the other, put a little pressure between the elbows, like you're going to pull them apart. As you do this, feel the rib cage spreading, upper back spreading. Just notice what you notice. Note which arm is on top, and then release. Take a few gentle swings, and then bring the other arm on top. Pressure between the elbows like you're going to pull them apart. And then release. A few gentle swings. And then let's bring the hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back and your elbows back. Lift the heart. Take the chest as high as you can, sternum rising up. And then release, come up, hands to knees. Round back, lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top, sitting nice and tall. Drop your right ear over to right shoulder. Press down through the left shoulder, stretching left side of the neck. And rotate chin to chest, come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, and now even more through the other side. And rotate chin to chest. Come back to the first side, and then go back and forth a few times. Half circles, 3/4 circles. Watching the sensation move from one side to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. Release the arms, head floats back up. Again, hands to the floor behind you. Shoulders roll back, elbows roll back. Lift the chest. And release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Let's roll our way forward, coming on to hands and knees for tabletop. If you want to pad your knees, and you have something, you could put a blanket or cushion under them. Hands right under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's take a few rolls through the spine, starting by lifting the head and tail, arching. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now inhale, arch. From here, shift your weight forward and dip part way or all the way to the floor. Press up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down, elbows hugging the sides. If going all the way down is too much, just go a couple of inches and then press up from there. Round. Arch. Dip down. Press up. Round. Arch. One more time. Go forward to dip down. Press up. Round, and then sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Allowing the weight of your body to release into the support underneath you. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through the right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through the left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Come back to neutral. Lift up through table. Come into downward facing dog. Take the hips up and back. And here you might pedal out your feet and bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor, waking up the backs of the legs. Let's come all the way forward into a high push-up position. And then lower all the way down. Come into Sphinx onto your forearms. Elbows under shoulders, forearms parallel with one another. Notice if your shoulders are up by your ears. See if you can push into the elbows, telescope the neck nice and long. And then turn your elbows out to the side. Come down and rest your head on your hands. Let's bring the hands under the shoulders now. Coming into a little cobra. And this could be as low or high as feels right for you. But again, shoulders back and down. Nice long neck. Shift your chest even further forward as you come down. And turn your head the other way, resting. Let's come up one more time. You can do Sphinx, Cobra. You might come up a little deeper, sliding hands back by the ribs into a deeper Cobra or Up Dog. Shifting weight forward so hands are right under shoulders. Let's come back to Down Dog again, hips high. From Down Dog, take your right leg up, bend your knee in, and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle. A few times both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then a big step forward, low lunge. You may want to adjust the distance between your legs. You may want to pad the back knee and you may want to grab props for your hands. Allow the hips to sink forward, looking for an opening at the front of the left hip. Keep hips sinking forward. Let's sweep the arms up. Just take one breath. Inhale. Exhale, release. Hands to the floor. Step back. High to low push-up. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. And please take the time you need for everything you're doing, all your transitions. It's time from down dog. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times, big circles in both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then a big step forward. Low lunge. You may want to adjust the distance between your legs. Grab props, padding under the back knee. Look for an opening at the front of the right hip. Keep the hips sinking low. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Release. Make your way to down dog, whether that's through a vinyasa or some other movement transition, feeling what you are doing. From down dog, let's take the right leg up, one breath. Step forward, low lunge. Arms up, one breath. Release, hands to the floor or blocks. Let's take the hips back for a hamstring stretch with a top of the ankle stretch. So we're going to have hips right above the back knee, hands right under shoulders as high as you need them, so you can come right up onto the tallest setting of your block if need be. Going in the direction of hips square, in the direction of a flat back, in the direction of that right foot flat, in the direction of folding, meeting your edge where you meet it. It won't necessarily look the way I'm doing it because we have different bodies. As you meet your edge, can you relax your face? Can your breath be steady? To release, shift your weight forward. Let's tuck the back toes and come to a high lunge now, extending the back leg straight. And we'll set the left hand either on the block or the floor right under your shoulder and lift the right arm up. Open, high lunge twist. Looking for lots of space, one arm to the other. Feel a connection between your head and your back heel. One more breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog. Feeling what you are choosing to do, whatever that is. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, low lunge. Arms up. Release, hands to the floor or blocks. Come back, hamstring stretch with top of the ankle stretch. Going in the directions you know to go in, meeting your edge where it is. Last breath here. Shift your weight forward. high lunge with a twist. Right hand can be on the floor or a block. Left arm stretches high. Last breath here. Release. Make your way to a good rest. Down dog, child's pose, sitting, or something else. Let's come back through down dog and into a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the right knee forward, scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. Set up any support that might be useful here, something under your hip or chest or forehead. Releasing towards the floor. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. If you have something under your right hip that's in your way, move it out of your way so you can lean to the right. And we'll slide the left knee forward, getting set up for half hero on the left side. So left knee points straight ahead, left toes point straight back. If you want to make this more comfortable, if it's uncomfortable, you could try sitting up on something. A little lift under the hips can take a lot of the pressure off the knee and ankle. Patting the ankle, rolled up socks or a piece of a blanket could help. When you have the props you need for this, we're going to lean back onto the hands, tuck the tail. So you might pick up the hips just for a moment, tuck the tail and then release down. So you're opening through the front of the left hip and looking for a stretch on left quad and hip flexor. You can stay on your hands or lower down to one elbow or both elbows or all the way down. And if this is not working for you, don't do it. Not every pose works for everybody, that's for sure. So finding what works, changing or adjusting it so it works better for you. Trusting you know your body better than anyone. To release, let's lean to the right and then straighten that left leg out and give a little rub to the knee or ankle, working out any tightness in those joints. We'll fold over that straight left leg. You can bring your right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh. Use your hands to support you wherever that works for you. Could be hands on the foot, strap around the foot, or on the floor, or some combination of that. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's take a seated vinyasa or some movement transition. Feeling how it is to move after doing all of that. Noticing the difference on the two sides. And then when you're ready, let's bring the left knee forward. Pigeon pose, left side. You might adjust the angle of the front leg, set up support. Allow the upper body to release towards the floor when you're ready. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. If you have something under your left hip, move it out of your way so you can lean to the left. Bring the right knee forward, half hero. You can move your calf muscle out of your way, lean back, tuck the tail, and release hips down. So you can stay on your hands, you can explore coming lower. At any moment you might come higher, you might go lower, so you stay at your edge as your body gives you feedback. To release, lean to the left, straighten the right leg out, and adjust into Janushirshasana. Sole the foot high on the inner thigh. Use your hands to support you wherever that makes the most sense, on your foot, a strap, the floor. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Make your way to down dog, feeling what you are doing. And then come all the way through to sitting. And let's set up for a supported fish. If you know how you like to do this, you can come right into it. Otherwise, try something, see how it feels, and then you're welcome to try something else. I like to do this over 2 blocks. The first block will go up on my upper back, pretty high up, just low enough so the tops of the shoulders can fall off of it, and a second block supporting my head. If this feels like too much, you might lower the setting of the block, you might put a blanket over it, you might use a blanket instead of a block. In general, the harder and higher the thing you choose is, the more intense it will be. The softer and smaller the thing you choose is, the less intense it will be. So you want to find your intensity, something that you are able to release over. And arms can be overhead or out to the side. Legs can be bent or straight. Try and have the lower back long. You might tuck the tail towards your heels. And see if you can relax over the props. If you cannot relax over the props, it means it's too intense for right now. Take it down a notch. Try something softer or smaller. You're welcome to stay here even longer. This could even be your final resting pose. If you are ready to release with me now, one gentle way of doing so is to interlace fingers behind your head. Lift your chin to your chest. Take the pressure off the block, and you can lean to one elbow. Move your stuff out of your way and come down. Feeling the effect of where you were, feeling how it is now, and checking in with yourself. What's needed now? I'm going to wind down this practice. If you'd like to do so with me, you can take any last pose or stretch, movement. If you want to keep practicing on your own, that's always an option. Each time you finish something, you can just ask again, what's needed now? And when nothing else is needed, start getting as comfortable as you can in your final resting pose, Shavasana. Eventually settling into stillness. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in and roll to one side. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Just taking a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. You might let that gratitude expand out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. Hope you have a good rest of your day.